Hey, so welcome, Demola, to the Love is Blind UK Loose Lips crossover.
Thank you, thank you.
We've just watched the After the Altar. How was that for you? What were your thoughts?
I think it was good to, I guess, kind of draw a line and like close that chapter. And it was good just to see it all on screen. So I got to talk to all the people that I've built connections with, shared memories with. Yeah, it was good. There was a bit of confusion between me and Katisha in that, as everyone saw. But overall, I was happy that, it's over now and everyone's happy. So, yeah.
I mean, everyone seems to be happy that it's over. What did that show do to you guys?
I don't know. I just feel like from the pods, like till now, that whole journey kind of people grew in that journey. A lot of emotions was shown in that journey through different people, like you know, on TV. I was always nervous about the fact that, like, what my story was obviously like getting rejected on TV. I didn't know how to deal with outside perception of how it would look, and not just because like obviously it's rejection and it's not something that I'd want to like. Normally you get rejected and you go about your day and you just carry on, but it's to everyone.
Yeah, it's different when people are watching you get rejected. Yeah,
and that was one of my worries. But no, like I just think the show is, I would say, it was good, but as well as that, it took a lot out of everyone. And I think that's why everyone's glad that it's over. But I wouldn't say I would have any regrets or anything like that.
Okay, that's good. And with regards to After the Altar, was there anything on that show that, you know, didn't get shown?
Yeah, so there was little bits where me and like some of the other people had good relationships, and it showed like what we had been doing within the year. So for example, after the reunion, etc., me and Sarova like built a good friendship. I'm actually very close to her sisters and her mum. So they filmed us at afternoon tea, which was in some posh place I've never been to. And it was good because like my mum was there, Sarova's mum was there, and my mum and Sarova's mum just like gave us good words of wisdom for like the future in dating or whatever that might look like. And it was like I thought it was at a good moment caught on camera. It's a shame that no one can see it.
And do you feel then, being friends with Sarova, did you empathise more with her point of view, or did you understand more Cal's point of view in that, you know, they were separated at the time?
I feel like I'd say in the pods I was close to Cal, like Cal was, but then obviously distance means that I guess we don't talk as much. But I think it's their situation. I sit on the fence for it. I hear both of them out and I empathise with both of them. I actually feel like both of them have valid points.
Right, yeah.
It's just both of them probably can't see it through each other's lens, which is what they need to try and do a bit more.
And do you think when you watched it back, do you think that when you were sat with Javan and Jed, do you think that you did downplay the Katisha thing a little bit?
No, like I generally don't think I don't know, because like maybe how it looks on camera or anything, but I didn't downplay it because we was never together. And I don't mean that in like a rude way or anything.
No.
Like, no, as in terms of it was something that I wanted to explore, which I did. We spoke about it. And you're going to get me being honest now, because like I actually was more annoyed with the fact that the way she expressed everything to the girls, because first and foremost, she annoyed me because she said, I just wanted to go away and sow my oats or whatever, right? She's been speaking to me for over like 2-3 weeks. So like in the pods, whatever. Oh, and even after. So clearly she doesn't know me, if that's what she thinks.
If that was her impression, yeah.
Yeah, if that's what she thinks I'm going to go and do. And that, to be honest, I was just a bit like, okay, like seeing it back now, I was like, but obviously I know emotions are high and everything, but like we spoke about things on end and I told the boys what happened. I said, we spoke. I just felt like I would never get over what happened, which is fair. I think very fair. And I addressed that. And I made it very clear. I said everything.
So there was no outside in Malta?
No, like, I had a good time. It was R&B. Like I love R&B music, and like I just had a good time. I met loads of people out there, and I think it was like peak when the show had just launched. So yeah, no, I was behaving,
Right.
and I made that very clear in terms of. I think she sat down with you. She sat down with a few different people, and just never really. I guess just took accountability of the whole situation.
Yeah.
And I think she'll say she took accountability. But what I mean by that is saying, you know what? It happened. After looking at it in hindsight, maybe I did make the right decision, but she stood on her decision, which is fair and she can do that. But then I just feel like, don't make me sit there acting like as in like, to me, I feel like you're letting me know that maybe you did make the wrong decision, but then you're not letting everyone else know that. And it kind of makes me look a bit silly at the same time.
Yeah. And I think also, like, just coming off the back of what you've said when I was watching the show, I'm wondering if this was in the reunion or the show before, but I remember she had said to you that, oh, maybe I just realised that, like, there wasn't a romantic connection there.
Yeah.
And then I felt like from your point of view, that was kind of what you were trying to explain on After the Altar, was that she didn't necessarily honour the connection that you guys had when she was talking about it publicly.
Yeah.
Which ironically is how she felt recently, which is what she was communicating to you on After the Altar, which I thought was like, oh, it's quite ironic that like both of you have sort of experienced it from either side.
No. And that's literally what I said at the dinner with the guys. I said, where like at the beginning, I like had my heart on my sleeve and I was just being honest, and then I kind of pulled back from the situation because of what happened, like to guard myself.
Yeah.
And then it's like roles have reversed. And so that's what I felt like I was being honest and about the whole situation.
So with regards to this like most recent thing, like where you went to Malta, was there anything like out there that maybe just triggered the feeling of, oh, okay, I can't get over that with Javen? Or was it, you know, I know that he went on a podcast and spoke about her, maybe him talking about her, like, oh yeah, she did try and come back. Was that something that affected your decision as well?
I wouldn't lie if I said it didn't. I mean, like, of course. But I kind of knew about that already.
Okay.
And yeah, those little things obviously are like just doubts in your mind. Because like for me, right, and I think for anybody, like if that did happen where she came back, then it's like, so if it didn't happen the way it did, you'd kind of still be in that situation, right?
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So,
like you kind of, not that like you wouldn't have left of your own accord.
Yeah.
But
and then does that mean I'm just like consolation? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, of course it makes sense. It's just reaffirming the feeling that you initially had, which is that you were second best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't be second best to anyone. Like, as in like someone should pick me first. That's the reality.
Look, I get it. It's a really hard feeling to shake off once you've experienced that with someone, I think. You guys had the conversation in the mansion and she felt like it was more of like a ghosting, so to speak. Do you feel like you owed her the communication to say like, look, I can't get over the Javan thing?
So as I said on the show, I said, I'm like kind of upset about how everything's happened because like you're telling Sophie, everyone that X, Y, and Z, but we communicate well. Like we communicate well. As she said, we was speaking on FaceTime for hours on end, and yeah. So for me, I always made that clear.
Okay.
I always would say, yes, like obviously the way I feel is still there. It's not gonna like disappear overnight, but I can't get over those things, and until I can, I would not want to actually make something happen, which is, I said it, like, and I never once did not say that. And then when I said, oh, let's pause, it wasn't, oh, like we're going on a break and, oh, I'm going to have fun in Malta and come back. It was, let's pause everything because right now the show's hot in terms of like, it's just came out. Like, why does she only feel that way now when we've had like 6 months for the show to have like before the show released, right?
Right.
So I'm saying, is it just heightened emotions? I'm saying, let's actually just wait for a little bit and see, like, if we're meant to be, we're meant to be. It'll everything will fall in place. And I think that's fair. But maybe
You were like, we've got more podcasts to do. We're going to piss each other off again.
like, no, but like, I think that was a fair kind of evaluation of the situation, to just see the dust settle, like, from outside noise, and then see if we actually do want to do something.
Yeah, yeah. And I think it's good that you've explained that you had those conversations to her, because obviously when it's on the show, it's made out from her that there was not really much communication at all, and she didn't know why it stopped. So, but you're saying you had those conversations.
Yeah, and then even when we was at the barn, I let her know there and then, but obviously it's all cut. But like, I told everything I'm saying now, I've said there. Like, I'm always transparent and honest. I think I don't need to hide anything, to be honest. So,
well, as you said on the show, you're a good communicator. What exactly did you mean by have a prosperous life?
oh my gosh. You know how they've done me? And because once I let you know, you're going to be like, this is, right. So, apparently I'm HR. I work in finance, not HR.
But what was funny about that was I was like, she is right, but also she was dressed like she was from HR. I was like, why are you at the Zara office party?
But like, so it's like, I don't want to say a proverb, but it's like an African saying or like Nigerian saying. So like when I've growing up, mom, aunties, everyone, like family members saying happy birthday, at the end of it, they sign it off with like wishing you many blessings, long life and prosperity.
So it's like a cultural thing.
Yeah. So,
right.
and then when I actually said happy birthday to her, I said a long message, and then at the end of it, I said, I'm wishing you many blessings, long life and prosperity. She misquoted me. She said a prosperous life or something like that. I would never say that. And if you ask anyone that I speak to, because even my best mate messaged me, he goes, you did not send her that, did you? And I said, no. I said, what do I normally say at the end of things? And he was like, oh yeah, you send that to me. Like, it's literally, I say like, wishing like many blessings, long life and prosperity. So it's just like a sign off at the end of it. Like,
Katisha did also question whether, you guys speaking again was about winning in the situation. How did you feel about that?
And again, like, not happy, because it's just, I thought, as she said, we've been speaking for so long, so I thought she knew me. And if I wanted to win, then surely I would have like tried to, I don't know, try and do more. But I was actually trying to see if this would work, and I was trying to stomach that and see the potential of what that might look like. Winning was never a thing for me, there or thereabouts. I think like I showed that when I went on there, and I actually just was being true to myself. And from day dot, I could have tried to stay in there and make connections with people just to continue. But near enough, the first few days, I knew that was the only person who I could see a connection with.
Yeah.
So winning or like anything like that would never be something that I try and do.
And just a question, because it seems the general pattern of the show is that one person is unhappy, and then that gets aired out like this, and then that person's unhappy. Do you think you'd ever say to her like, oh, I'm not happy about what you said on After the Altar? Or are you just like, do you know what? Like, I'm not happy, but it's also not that big of a deal. I'm just going to move on. Like, what are you thinking?
So she reached out to me like a few days ago.
Okay.
And she just wanted to check in and be like, is there anything you want to talk about before it airs? And I just said, have I got something to worry about? Like, because obviously I don't know the conversations they've had. And I said, to be honest, obviously you've said what you said, we've spoken about it. I'm easy. It is what it is. I know obviously watching it, I might feel a type of way about it, but I don't really want to like talk about it. I think it's done now.
Yeah.
In terms of us two, I'm civil in terms and like I hope she's all good and stuff like that. And I will like if we speak, if I see her, we speak, whatever. But it's not like we communicate.
No more phone calls.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
But like I just think I'm over it really. I don't want to go back to it. Like I'm living my life, and even at that point in time when it was all happening, I was kind of with the idea of like, okay, what is my dating life looking like now? Am I trying like am I so that was all old stuff to me.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm over it all, to be honest.
You just reach a certain point with certain things, I think, and then it's like beating a dead horse. Like
Yeah.
you just want to not talk about that specific scenario anymore. So I get it.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Are you still single?
Complicated. But
Okay.
I'd say like yes, I'm single, but there's someone I have my eye on. Put it that way.
So is it like a situationship, or is it like you've had a couple of dates, you're seeing where it goes? We like to get really specific here.
I'm trying to be PC, or PR.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
No, but like no, we've had dates.
Friendly with benefits.
No, no.
Okay.
No. This is something that I actually would like to progress, and so. But there's just a lot of stipulations. For example, long distance.
Okay.
Stuff like that. But yeah, no, I'm happy. I'm just seeing where it goes. And
okay, well, just in case that doesn't work out, we are gonna do like a little pitch to the singles watching.
Yeah.
Most of my audience is females.
Okay.
So just down at camera number 2, tell us your best feature.
My best feature. That's a good question. I think physical or like.
Well, you can give us one of each. It's your pitch.
My best feature is I feel like I'm very empathetic and I'm a good listener. So that's what I'll just put those together and say like, yeah, I feel like the person I'm with feels like they can always confide in me and come to me for anything. And I always try to, if there's conflict, see it from the other side and resolve it. Physical, I'll just say like I always get told that I have a nice smile. So maybe that might be it.
There you go, ladies. If you were to do Love is Blind again, but you can only see one of their features, what would you pick?
I was going to say a funny joke, but...
You can say the breast if you want.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I actually don't know. Like,
the instinctive answer is usually the one that you want to say.
If I could like just see one feature, what would it be? I think it would be their smile. And like, because for me, like good teeth and nice teeth is something that is very important to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm always trying to make them smile, make them laugh. So if you ain't like dentally,
you don't want like the geisha hand. Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's it.
What is your biggest deal breaker?
Ooh.
Rock up teeth?
No, you know what? My biggest deal breaker. You know what? Smoking. I just think smoking. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, smoking. That one.
What is your biggest ick that you possess?
Mean.
It's time for some self-reflection.
I don't know. I think like I'm self-aware. I think my ick would be, I'm very, but I don't know if that is an ick, but it could be to some people. I'd say I'm just very fussy in terms of like food and stuff like that. And so it could be annoying to someone.
Would you ever go on another dating reality show, like Perfect Match, for example?
I don't know. I think, in short, I'll say I'm a lover boy. I love love. So yes, because I never know what is on the other side of every opportunity, and I could see someone that could potentially make me get out of this stupid dating world that we're in.
this hamster wheel of singleness.
And so yes, but I guess I just would have to know like what the show's about and so forth. Because I wouldn't want to like, for example, I know this ain't a dating show, but I'm not gonna go and like pop the balloon and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I don't. I actually want to do it like kind of seriously.
To meet someone, or at least have the potential to meet someone.
Yeah, basically.
Did you watch Perfect Match? Did you watch Sophie on there?
Yes, I did actually. I watched her on. I've never ever watched Perfect Match, but I watched it because Sophie was on there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Was it any good?
It was alright. I think like from clips that I've seen previously from this year it was much more tame. But it looked like everyone kind of was building connections. So it did seem like something can happen from it.
This is called Love is Blank.
Okay.
So then I'm going to give you like some statements and you're going to fill in the blank.
Okay.
If a woman doesn't blank, I lose interest.
Have hobbies.
Okay. I feel like that's what Billy said. I'm like, well, who are all these women that don't have hobbies?
You'd be surprised.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Open relationships are blank.
You're just being greedy. No, like I think you really know what you want, but you just don't really want to say it. Like, yeah, like I don't like that idea of open relationships. Just be open and honest and say, right, I just want to sow my oats,
as it were, yeah.
And well, I think a lot of the problems in the dating world that we're in now is people just ain't honest, and I think they're too afraid to say what they actually want. But you can speak to women or men. Both parties, you can actually just be honest and actually realize that some of them are thinking the same thing. But
don't you think that the people in open relationships are being honest because what they want is to have their cake and eat it?
Yeah, but I think they're being greedy because, like,
they are.
So when they're in open relationships, right? Sometimes, I don't want to say all the time, but sometimes one
wants it more than the other. Yeah,
yeah, and I think and then the other person decides.
Yeah, no, that person needs to stand up.
Yeah, and I think that's why I'm like, if it's mutually agreed, then yeah. But sometimes I just think you're being greedy.
Yeah, like very Nick Cannon vibes, actually. It's like, you stay home with the 14 kids and I'll go out and sow my oats in our big, massive field. The least sexy thing to hear during sex is blank.
We need to talk.
Okay.
What are we? Or like, like, when there's confusion, I think and it hasn't been addressed, and then it's being mentioned in the midst of all of that. It's like, it's a
not sexy.
Yeah.
Mine is, I love you. What? Imagine.
Wait, no.
How inappropriate. If my child was gay, I would feel blank.
If my child was gay, I don't know. I generally don't know how I'd feel, but I would have to deal with it. I think
deal with the child?
No. No, as in like just deal with whatever it brings in terms of
loving the child.
No, nothing's gonna change the way I deal with the child. I just mean like it's their life, right? I've just got to adapt to whatever that brings and what that means. So like I don't see no difference in my child being whatever way.
And threesomes with two women are blank.